I think the only official guys who aren't playing will be Haji and Corey Shervill. A couple other guys questionable, and we'll see what happens.
So Hodges, do you know what the damage he's done to his calf yet?
Do I know what it is?
Yeah, or how long he's likely to be out
I think a little bit of time, like maybe a couple weeks. I'm not really sure exactly what the timetable is, but we're not expecting him this week, and I think he's already going to be questionable for the next road trip.
for. He's had no luck, has he? All season.
No, he's having a tough go. I mean, it's one of those things you just got to put things in perspective. Over the whole scope of things, he's probably had a pretty good year having a daughter and everything like that. But over the scope of just basketball, he's had a tough season for injuries and just things creeping up. Tough to get into a groove, and he was finally put two really good games together, which was great to see. And now he's gonna have to try and just put that on pause for when he gets back.
Is Nordo clear to resume from the head knock?
Yeah, he played full today. Played full out today.
And we haven't seen Kev White for 2 days. Is he injured or has he got personal stuff with the
Uh,
flight?
Kev's just on a brief leave from the team for family reasons. Nothing overly serious, but just something he had to take care of, and he's got our support, and we'll be excited to have him back when he's ready. He's available. Yeah, I'm not sure if he'll be there or not. We'll have to see how things progress, but whenever he's ready, he'll be back.
And Bryce wasn't here today either. He wasn't able to move when we were able to.
Oh, we just shut him down early to get to kind of manage his workload. He's been putting in a lot of minutes, obviously, and takes quite a beating when he's out there in games. So we just shut him down a little bit early, got a little extra treatment, and day off tomorrow. Hopefully, it'll be a good rest for him.
Is there anyone else who's questionable? We need to name.
I don't know. You can keep asking me.
I think Luke was hurt the other week, and Vic was hurt the other week as well.
I think everybody else that we haven't mentioned practiced full out today, if I'm not mistaken.
You've had your whole team twice for the whole year, and it just keeps on building like this. Like, how frustrating is it when you were due to have everyone back now, and then Hodgie pings it with a minute to go or something the other day?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't get frustrated about injuries. I don't know. I just feel like, you know, coming up through the G League where there was, call ups and assignment players and injuries like normal leagues, you never knew who your roster was going to be almost until you woke up that morning. And even then, sometimes you didn't know. So I think I just kind of taught myself to not worry about injuries. You can't control them. We're doing the best we can. We have a great medical staff that's doing the best they can. And, you just got to play with who you have. And if you're worried about who you don't have, then that's attention you're taking away from the game plan or figuring out how to try and beat one of these tough teams that we play each week.
Majuk hasn't had a lot of game time recently, but he's obviously going to have to now that Hodgie is unavailable. Is he ready to step back in and have an impact, do you feel?
Yeah, I challenged him before the last game in Tasmania, and to his credit, I think he had one of his better showings, at least in recent weeks, against Tassie. So hopefully he can build on that. As long as he brings great energy, he's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, by minutes. So he has that always, but he's just got to bring great energy, sprint the floor, roll hard, get to his spots, be loud in his communication. And I think he did a great job of all that stuff against Tasmania. So hopefully he can just build on that and have a great second half of the season.
We see players who have had knee reconstructions, Achilles, long-term broken legs, all that sort of stuff. When they come back after a year out, it's really hard to maintain consistency. Do you think that's been one of his issues, that he just hadn't played for so long? That you're going to have ups and downs?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think everyone has ups and downs, but I think he's shown. I think he's shown that he's good to go, and he's contributed to a lot of good wins. Just a matter of making sure he does it every night, and part of it's on me to stay on him and help him with what he can do better, and part of it's on him just to have a high motor all the time. And like I said, he was great against Tasmania, so we're expecting good things this week.
You've been so good. It feels like you've been at your best when you've had that smaller lineup on the court. But you always start traditional and then go small. Would you be prepared to start small and see if that gets you a better start, or do you need to go with a structure that will work, that is more normal at the start of the game?
Well, I'm not opposed to anything that I think will help the team win. But that being said, Adelaide's the best offensive rebounding team in the league. So I think having a little bit more size out there when possible is pretty crucial. Even Johnson and Bairstow, they're two of the best rebounders that we faced. They really hurt us in the glass the two times we played them. So I'm hoping that by starting big, we'll at least buy us some minutes where we have a fighting chance. And then I'm counting on the smaller guys to really box out and do their part physically to keep them off the glass too.
Yeah, I've noticed you've been wearing the mask during games the past couple of times, and the opposition coaches haven't. It looks like you guys they're taking it extra serious to make sure that there's no chance of COVID infiltrating this group again.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought that was the rule. I think rules are made to be broken. They don't seem to necessarily be made to be enforced, other than in WA. So certain places are a little bit looser than others, but I believe from the film I've been watching that Adelaide coaches also have their masks on. So I'm guessing we're going to have to wear them here, and they'll enforce the rules here. But at the end of the day, I'm just doing what I thought the rule was. Doesn't bother me. I mean, if I want to be louder, I can always pull it down for a couple seconds and say what I want to say. But when you're playing in a loud arena, it's hard to hear the coach too, like we're used to here in the RAC. So um, I don't really think it's much of a factor.
How have you found being home with the family? Must be nice to reunite with the kids and do that.
Yeah, no, it's been great to be home. It's a little different. When we came back from the bubble a couple of years ago, the season was over, so it was like, all right, it's over now. We can kind of get into our off-season routine. A little more difficult here because we're only halfway through, but it's same kind of feeling coming home. But it's been great to get a little break, and it's too bad we have to get back on the road tomorrow. But it's a quick trip, and hopefully we can at least get back into a normal routine because I think family-wise in this league, a normal routine is pretty good for basketball purposes.